SIP, good evening, audio video test. Thank you, Alak. Thank you, Chotwani. We are on to an interesting Friday evening, with the topic spiritual parenting. I'm thinking of writing a book on the topic of spiritual parenting. Whether it will become a book or not, I don't know. But let me first share with you and you see whether you like the subject or not. SIP Ahem Atma, SIP Ahem SIP Alak Anand ki coach, SIP Anil, Soni, Chotwani and Ashwin, SIP Atman, Revati, Atmanand, Bliko and Chidanand, SIP Deepatma, Gigi, Girishanand, Harshal, SIP Manisha, Manoj, Paratyama, Peter, SIP Premchand ji, Rajesh, Rumata ji, Prakash, SIP Rekha, Sachiv, Sagai, Samatma, Sanjay, Sip Sadlanand, Siba, Siji, Siri, Jyoti, Sita, Siva, Sridhar, Sip Sukhi, Uma, Sunita, Viresh, Yogini, and Aham Brahma. Folded hands, bow down to all the SIP in this call today. And welcome you all, those who have just joined. Many of you have joined now. So I have missed greeting you, but welcome. Welcome, and let's get started in this beautiful hour on spiritual parenting. Maybe I'll not speak for 30 minutes if I can finish in 15-20 minutes. More a discussion that you can speak to me on. But let us see where we are going to get. What is this spiritual parenting all about? Right? Spiritual parenting is so critical. Otherwise, this world will never be a spiritual world. This is a flash I got from SIP. Why we need spiritual parenting and not ordinary parenting. So this is all about spiritual parenting. Parenting means how you take care as a parent. How do children grow up? Spiritual parenting will decide how children grow up. It will decide whether children will learn the truth. It will decide whether children will live with compassion, with love, with understanding, with intelligence. Right? Spiritual parenting means helping children overcome ignorance. Spiritual parenting is therefore important because then a child will become a spiritual child, a dynamic child, an intelligent child. So how is a typical child brought up? Actually, how I came to this topic, somebody sent me a reel. And in that reel, they show parents shouting at a child. Right from the time the child wakes up from the bed, shouting, beating, shaking up, sending to school, shouting, coming from school, shouting. So I found that it's very funny that the truth is that many parents treat the children like this. And this is not good. This is how children are coming up. So that's how I started this concept of spiritual parenting. We scream at the child, hey, get ready for school, get ready for school. Sometimes a child is not waking up from the bed. The mother or father picks from the child and shakes them. Hey, get up, pat, come on, get up. Sometimes putting water on the child's face. Oh, I mean, the different, you may not agree to all this, but different parents treat children differently. Sometimes children, why are you eating so fast? Don't eat fast. Why are you eating so slow? Child come back from school, kya gande kapde pehne, how you come so dirty. Yeah, obviously the child is playing in school. And when they come screaming for the child, screaming at the child for homework, or do your homework, don't do. All the time as a child, I don't know whether I grew up hearing this. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't touch this, don't go here, don't say like this, don't. So the problem is all the time a child is being screamed at. I don't know if the world has changed today. I'm not very much aware of modern parenting. There's a lot of talk in modern parenting. No. Parents are not allowed to shout at the child. Huh? Then there becomes a different problem. You don't shout at the child, then there's a different problem. So we are not getting into that. We are talking about how to bring up a child as a in spiritual parenting. How to teach children the truth. This is important. Don't. The problem is we tell uh, the children, speak the truth, speak the truth. Once one father, he told his son, always speak the truth, always speak the truth. Then later on, when the father was doing some work and somebody knocked the door, the father told the son, hello, 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 tell that man I'm not in the house. Tell that man I'm not in the house. He told, why should I tell? You told me to speak the truth. You told me to speak the truth. Now you're telling me to speak lies. So these days children are very smart. So immediately the child said, why you should tell you're not in the house? The father gave him one slap. Shut up. Go tell what I'm telling to tell. So the problem is we are not being role models to children. We are saying speak the truth, but we are not speaking. We must teach the children divinity. What is the meaning of divinity? Where is God? Who is God? Teach children the meaning, the purpose of life. Teach children the true meaning of happiness, the true meaning of God. But we are not teaching. The fact is, we are not teaching children anything. Nothing really which is true reaches children. Therefore, there is a problem. The whole generation that is coming up is coming up with myth. Nobody knows the truth. Like you and me, we never knew the truth. Nobody taught us the truth. Luckily, on the Zoom call, we are learning. But how can we change this into spiritual parenting? In one of my songs, I write, बच्चों को कैसे कोई भक्ति सिखाए, प्रभु कौन है उन्हें ये कैसे समझाए. How to teach the child who is God. Don't just tell God, देखो Krishna, Bhagwan, Shiva, Rama. Don't just tell like that. Try to make them understand. Bhagwan is a Shakti. Try to show the sunshine, the power of the sun. Try to make children open their real eyes. So how can we start spiritual parenting? First of all, we are thinking it starts with children. Spiritual parenting just does not start with children. First, we have to teach the parents. Because if the parents are ignorant, how will they teach the children? First, it needs to mentor parents, every teacher, every mentor. They should be taught. Because if we teach the teachers, then the children will automatically learn. The whole world is saying, change the child to change the world. I don't think you can change the child to change the world. You must change the parent. If you change the parent, the child will change. But unfortunately, therefore, this thought came to me on spiritual parenting. If parents are ignorant, how can they teach children what is the meaning of life? If parents don't understand the meaning of God, if parents don't understand that every human being is God, how can the child understand? How can we bring spirituality into children? How can a child be made divine if the parents are not divine? How can the world become divine? So this is the topic. I'm not sure whether this is going to become a book, but I've got this thought and I'm sharing with you whether it's important or not. But the important thing is parents must be taught. Like you, all of you have got friends. How many of you are telling your friends, who am I? Why am I here? Just now I was having dinner, soup. My dinner is soup. I was talking to somebody from Bombay and explaining why we are ignorant. They were asking me about enlightenment, asking me about fear and worry. So I was explaining to them. We have to understand, who am I? Why am I here? So are we, like other day, Uma asked one girl to join this call, uh, forgetting the name. But are we talking to people? Are we talking to people to learn the truth? If we are not talking to people, how will people learn the truth? So we should constantly keep on talking to people, adults, and teach adults what is the meaning. Neti Neti Tatvamasi. How to get there? How to reach the basic, the zygote, birth, death. Parents have to understand the basic. I am not the body. Body will die. I am an immortal soul. If the parent learns, the child can learn. But if the parent doesn't learn, therefore I call this book spiritual parenting. I told you I'm writing many books. I'm writing one book. Now the new book I'm writing is God, I love you. I want you. And God answers. In the new book, God is speaking to the devotee. I've already told you all about this book, but it's a conversation between a devotee and God. That's the book I'm writing now. And I also am writing Eternal Happiness from the Wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. So we are doing that one book called Eternal Happiness from the Wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. So these are some of the books I'm already in the process of writing. But spiritual parenting is very important. Sometimes I tell you all this song in Hindi. इस जीवन का मकसद है क्या ये जानना मैं कौन हूँ मैं नहीं हूँ ये तन नहीं मैं ये मन नहीं मैं तन मन ना मैं कौन हूँ मैं तो अमर आत्मा हूँ. So this is what we have to learn. This is what we have to teach parents who will in turn teach children. The truth is very simple, but not many people are realizing the truth. तन जो ये है मर जाएगा ये तन नहीं हूं मैं मन को जो मैंने ढूंढा मन कहीं भी नहीं है ये तन नाम है ये मन नाम है मैं तो अमर आत्मा हूं इस जीवन का. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लाइफ? इस जीवन का मकसद क्या है? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग? जीवन का मकसद ये है ये जानना मैं कौन हूं. मैं कौन हूं? मैं नहीं हूं. One of the first books I wrote many years back, it says, I am not I. So, my dear friends, for this, if we want spiritual parenting, the home must become a temple. The problem is the home is like a jungle. The home is not like a temple. A husband and wife are fighting. Husband and wife are quarreling, fighting, arguing, sometimes even physical abuse. How can the child learn the meaning of peace? If the husband and wife have complete war and conflict in the house, how do you expect the child to learn peace? Can't learn. So nobody has taught the husband and wife, the mother and father, the importance of spiritual parenting. Keep your fights out of the visibility of the child. Of course, spiritual people won't fight. Spiritual people will say, okay, you are right. You are right. You want to fight? No, you are right. Just close the matter. Why fight? Why fight? Take the fight out of sight. Don't want to fight. Huh? But obviously, it's not easy because it has consequences. If you say you are right, suppose your wife says, okay, I want to buy 10,000 worth of uh, cherries, and you say you are right. Then she will take your 10,000 rupees and she will go and buy cherries. So, no, why should you buy 10,000 worth of cherries? So, therefore, I'm just giving a crazy example. So there has it's a deal. It's a deal where we have to make a temple. The home has to be like a temple where parenting is not about one parent. Parenting is not about one parent. Parenting is about two. The problem in what is the problem in the world today? The problem in the world is the parents who are fighting are blaming each other. Like they say, ताली दो हाथ से बजती है. No, parenting is about two. What if 50% people are going through divorce today? Then how can there be spiritual parenting? Therefore, all these things are important for us to take into mind. how we are going to build the foundation of happiness in the child. How will we teach the child peace? How will we teach the child the meaning of purpose? How will the child learn until the parents are role models? Therefore, I'm saying spiritual parenting. Spiritual parenting means parents have to learn the art of being spiritual mentors to the children. Otherwise, the world is going to reach a state of hopelessness because the parents are right now not teaching the children any truth. Come on, jaldi, jaldi, come on. Dhakal, dhakal. Dhakal means keep on moving, moving. Chalo, there is no time, there is no time. What the child learns from the parent, there is no time, there is no time, there is no time. The child also learns the same thing. Child says, I have no time, I have no time. That's not true. We all have the same 14, 40 minutes in a day, 24 hours in a day. How are we going to choose this? So, my dear friends, we have to learn to teach children peace, how to live with peace. Shanti se mila क्या हसी आनंद सत्य के चित्त में मिला सच्चिदानंद. So, how many parents have taught their children the meaning of peace? I don't think, because the parents are struggling themselves. How can they teach the children? The parents must first learn what? शांति में है जो जीवन जीता सत्य का चित करता वो आनंद पाता शांति में ही तो एहसास है होता प्रभु है अंदर महसूस ये होता शांति में ही तो प्रभु है मिलता उनकी जो आवाज शांति में सुनना. If children can learn the art of silence, because in peace you can discover purpose. But if there's so much noise between the parents, how will the children hear the divine voice? Impossible. My dear friends, another question in spiritual parenting. Should we give birth to a child? Many parents ask this question to me. Should we give birth to a child? Or should we not bring a child into this world? There is nothing wrong in giving birth to a child. But giving birth to a child means what? Means you are continuing to be an instrument of samsara. If you don't give birth to a child, the samsara will come to an end. Then nobody will be born. Then how this samsara, this leela will continue? The Creator has made this world for it to continue, but not for chaos. The Creator has not made this world for there to be chaos. How can the world become a divine world? If the child becomes spiritual, if the parent becomes spiritual, the world can become a place of divinity, a place of peace, a place of stillness and joy and celebration. But unfortunately, we don't realize. So when we give birth to a child, what must we do? We have the responsibility of making the child spiritual. We can give birth to a child, but the moment you give birth, remember you are a divine instrument in giving birth. What should you do? Teach the children the true meaning of God, of spirituality. Teach children meaning of divinity. Then a whole new generation of divine children will be in this world. So this is my topic of today, how spiritual parenting can transform the world. This world is like hell. We can make it heaven. Huh? That's why I tell people come to Instagram at 7. So at least those who are coming at 7 for minutes 11, they are learning. And some people tell me, no time. No time. I'm thinking of coming, but what to do? No time. I have no time. So it is not about having time or not having time. I have taught you what is more important in your life. You have time for that. If you don't have time, does not mean you don't have time. It means it's not important for you. So if it's important in your life, then make time for it. Make time for spiritual parenting. Make time for self-learning. Parents must change parenting to spiritual parenting. And I think it's our responsibility to teach parents the meaning of spirituality. If we teach parents the meaning of spirituality, then life will change. So do give me your thoughts whether this is a good book to write a book, spiritual parenting. I'm not sure. That's why I'm giving you more time to speak. 8:25 to 8:55. We have 30 minutes for question answers. We are starting in 1 or 2 minutes question answers. I will end soon because I want you to give me more inputs on spiritual parenting. What do you think about it? How important is spiritual parenting? What is the challenge? Is it training the children first or training the parents first? How can we change this world into a spiritual world? So this is my discussion today. So, administrator, today I'm speaking less. So you take over and let me hear what people want to say about spiritual parenting. What is the meaning of spiritual parenting? Teaching children. What is the meaning of spirituality? The science of the spirit. Teaching children. What is the meaning of birth date, arrival date? What is birth? What is death? What is God? What is Atma? What is soul? What is rebirth? Children must be made to understand. Children cannot be, you cannot just hide from the children. Why parents are hiding from children today? Because parents don't know. Parents are not able to teach the children because parents don't know. So, this book or any other questions, we can start. I see nothing, Umang, ready to start. So, if anybody else, we have got just about 30 plus minutes on today's call. We have Umang, nothing, and Sridhar, and then Vidya Prasant. So let's start and Atmanand. So four people are on the field. Come on.
Shivam here.
Yes, Shivam, boliye.
I think I am the most newest parent on the group. I
Yeah.
feel, uh, but whatever I am observing from past couple of days and the real life situation is, the home environment is a chaos. Uh, not the chaos, but of course there are sometimes heated arguments and etc. But internally I know sometimes I know that I am safe and but the play of mind is we can't win so easily. So it plays. And I am not saying I am on the call of I am a spiritual journey from past year. I am on the call from last 2, 3 months. So it will take time to control the mind. But sometime mind plays and the environment of the house was messed up. But I because whatever I learned, I get to know from this call all was a lie. Whatever I learned, I know that it was a big lie. What I learned in the school, but I don't want to pass that to my child. But I am, of course, right now I have a fear. But what if the children is observing all the things and later or sooner he will treat me equally what I am like he will treat us also the same way. But sometimes argument, I don't know to handle the situation. I know later or sooner by the pass of time it will get sorted. But for the timing today, how to
Luckily,
deal?
luckily the child is very small. So luckily you're blessed and you are finding a solution to have the child not to be in such an environment. So you already told me you're working towards that plan. So work towards the plan. And the sooner you work to the plan, it has to be done. Sometimes in life, you need to take some strong decisions. A person
Yes.
like you, sometimes one side you have mother, one side you have wife, but more than mother and wife, you have to have SIP. What is SIP telling you? What is SIP telling you? What is the right thing? You have to follow that. You can't ignore. You have to take the decision.
And the situation is like, I don't know the way of communication or the tone management or something. I love both of them mostly. Like, I can't live without any of them. Of course, acceptance is the separate part I can live. But for the time being, I can say, like, they both are equivalent, they both are most important in my part. But for the rest of the world, I am a most calm, most polite person. For I am the rest of the world, I might be idle person. That many of the person wants to like me. But in house, I feel I am so
No, no, don't.
tough.
If you don't react in the house. Don't react. Be calm. जित जितना जिसको बोलना है बोलने दो. You are like जितना बोलना है बोलने दो. Let them finish talking. Then you make your decision. You don't have to. You don't have to do any fight. You don't. So you don't worry about it. Everything will be calm. Just hold the hand of sit. Be in consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Nothing will go wrong. Okay. So good start. So therefore, what Umang is saying, nothing is saying. Sometime in the house there's a chaos because everybody is not spiritual. So somebody is spiritual, somebody is not spiritual, somebody is fighting, somebody is shaitan, somebody is Bhagwan. How do you deal with it? So good start. Nothing. Next is Sridhar. Sridhar Vidya. Atmanand. Gurpreet.
ಶಿವಂ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Pranam.
ಗುರುಜಿ, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟಿಂಗ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಗುರುಜಿ, ನಾವು ಈಗ 37 ವರ್ಷನೇ ಕಳೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಲೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಅವಕಾಶನೇ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿತಕ್ಕಂತ ಹಸಿವಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲೂ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ನಾವು ಈಗ್ಲಿಂದಾನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಮಹಾಭಾರತ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಸಲಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಂಚಿನ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಟ್ಟಿ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಅವಕಾಶನೇ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಗುರುಜಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ
Good.
ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.
No, every parent must enlighten their children with the truth. And every parent must first learn themselves. That is the secret. But can you do it? Don't worry about anything. Don't worry. ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಡಿ, ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Thank you. Vidya Prashant. I don't know whether you have spoken to us before. Welcome, Vidya. Unmute Vidya Prashant, please.
Yes. Actually, hello, sorry. Actually, my name is Damodaran. So the Zoom name is like that. So sorry
No
for that.
problem. Because sometimes I was confused, but I saw the name, so I have to greet you by that name. So Damodaran, you're coming first time on this call.
Yes. Actually, Mom referred this one.
Very
I'm
good.
thankful for it.
Uma ma'am is an angel to bring many people to that call of truth. But tell me, what is your question today?
Yes. My question is, I have 6-year-old son.
Yes.
So actually, without using force, is there a way like I can handle kids, right? Because some place it's saying that we have to be little bit strict, and only then we can discipline the kid, right?
With a
So
stick.
discipline, strict,
So you're
strict. Only if we are
strict.
our means
It's
like should be
it's
little bit.
very simple. Only one, and what we teach in this call is only one line you have to learn. Look at your child as a god. Look at your child as a god. Do whatever you want. How you would treat a god, you treat the child like that.
Okay, got it.
Then if you first time you're coming on this call, then maybe now you don't understand what I'm saying. Slowly, if Uma has told you, or maybe you will learn, let me tell you, everybody in this world is a god. Everybody, every Atma is Paramatma. Even your child is a Paramatma. If the child is naughty, if the child is not listening, doesn't matter. The way to teach the child is only one word, and that one word is called love. There is no other way to teach a child. There is only one word. It's called love.
Okay.
Love does not mean spoiling a child, but love means real love. If you really love a child, you will not spoil your child. If you really love a child, you may be firm, but you will not get angry. If you love a child, you will treat the child with respect. You will listen. You will understand. That is the way to do it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Remember one thing: your child is a god. So if
Yes.
there's a baby god, if there's a 6-year-old god, how you will treat the 6-year-old god? Then you will
Yeah.
get the answer.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Please join us
Because
every
actually,
day.
as you mentioned, I am enlightening him with what is God, where is God. So he asked so many questions. How does God get power? And those things and all, right? When you are closing the door, how it is breathing, all those things. So trying to make him understand.
You
Yeah.
bring him on the call and ask questions. Sometime we'll answer his question.
Yeah, sure.
You can
Thanks.
bring him. If the child has a question, we'll answer. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Thank you. Atmanand, Gurpreet, Ahemsip, Bliko.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Shoham.
So one comment I've heard is that kids really don't listen to what we say, but they learn from what we do. So I think that was one of the beautiful things that you said about truth also, right? That you're selling his child not to tell lies. So that is something that has helped me to
Uh,
say that what we expect the child to do, we should do it. Even if we don't tell it, they will learn from us. So that was one
yeah,
amazing
great.
learning I.
Amazing learning for me. Even that was amazing learning for me because so often we do know Atman and so on. We only tell our children something, hey, don't do like this. And it's exactly opposite what we are teaching them. Then how do we expect them to learn?
And the other comment also on kids, what you said, also, the decision to take a kid also is like taking a commitment of a 20-year project, actually.
Yeah, but otherwise, why should we bring a child into this world? Only for our selfishness. Because we think that some people think when I get old, my child will take care of me. My foot. What is the guarantee that when you get old, the children will take care of you? That's a myth, correct? It's not true anymore. People, children are leaving their parents, and today, number of anath ashrams with the parents, children are in America, Australia, London, and the parents are in anath ashram.
Or
So
senior living homes are increasing quite a lot. Correct.
oh, huge business. Senior living homes have become a very huge and also self-paid. Many older people are paying on their own senior living. If you go to Europe, that day I was in Europe and I was in two places. I went in Switzerland. I thought it's a hotel. I entered. I said, "Can I get a room?" They said, "But it's not for you. The room is only for this for senior living." It looked like a nice deluxe hotel, but actually, there are so many huge properties in Europe for senior living. In India also, in India, it's become a very big business.
Actually, Coimbatore has become a hub of that.
Okay, I didn't know that. So lots of senior living. Because what happens is there's nobody taking care of older people because people are just dumping older people without understanding the meaning. What is the meaning of parents? So therefore, you're bringing one new angle to it, right? Parenting is not only for the child, it's not only for the parent, but also towards our parents. If you treat your parents as God, then your whole attitude towards them won't be to dump them in a old age home. I know there are some limitations in life, which means that sometimes, oh, I am busy with my work. What can I do? Yeah, but still, like I told Damodar and the new gentleman who joined, think your child is a 6-year-old god. You will get answers how to deal with it. Good afternoon. So let's see whether this becomes a book. I'm not sure this will convert into a book or not. But anything
Also, I
else?
had one more sharing.
Yeah.
I feel taking care of the parents can be the biggest of the seva actually. So actually, when I just passed out of IIT, I was very keen to go to US, but I'm the only child. My dad called me and said that, "Hey, don't go. I need you." And I couldn't say no to him. But to be very honest, at that time, I regretted a lot. I thought I'm sacrificing my whole career and everything. I lost him within a year, so I really felt very blessed that I decided not to go. But then later, what I see is, many folds blessings came from somewhere. And even though I was in India itself, I got more success than what some of the people went
Would
to
get,
US.
yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think you're right. I don't think it's like, it's not India or US that makes you successful. This is a wrong thinking that if anybody goes to US, they'll be successful. And that's not true.
That time I had that thought.
Yeah. Not, till date, people have that thought. I'm just saying success is in you. Success is in your hard work, what creativity you, what effort you put. Thank you. Thank you, Panit. Gurpreet, Ahemsip, Bliko and Karma.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Very beautiful topic, sir.
Ah,
The spiritual parenting, very nice topic, sir. Very lovely thing. One
okay.
thing,
I don't know. I don't know whether it's a good topic for a book, but I'm just still waiting to listen. In
uh,
20 minutes, we'll know whether it's a book or it's not a book.
it is, sir. It is definitely a book. It is like spirituality is like the way of life, like you say, it's like a part of life. Same has to be with ourselves. We need to groom ourselves to be a parent first. To make them a spiritual child is a later topic. First, we have to be groomed ourselves. That is what I would say, sir.
Yeah, if you're not a spiritual person, how can your child become spiritual?
Yes, sir. And how can he, until unless somebody is not spiritual, I think he will not do good for the society. He will not even think about doing. He'll be very selfish, mean, like everybody is. Like most of the 99% people in this world are.
Okay, Gurpreet. So, anything else? Any question other than Ahemsip?
But I would like that you promote this thing, sir. This is something very nice. It is like happiness in the society will only come if there is this happiness in the house. The many houses are disturbed because of children or the parents or somebody. The physical abuse or verbally abusing and
So
all those.
send me a WhatsApp with all the inputs of the book. What you're suggesting we should be in the book. Send me your inputs.
Sure, sir. I will do that.
Yeah, that will help you because what happens, we need different inputs from people before we write a book. A book should have enough content. So this idea has come from SIP. Sip. Thank you,
Thank you.
Gurpreet. And Sip and Bliko, Karma and Simi.
Guruji, I bow down to you and all SIP on this call. My
Namaskar.
question is not on the subject. Actually, since last 4 or 5 days, this body is not keeping too well, and I'm just under medication and sleeping, and then take medicine. That there is arthritis attack, and there is too much pain. So, but yesterday I was realizing that I'm not this body. I'm separate from the body. So I reread your book today, Enlightenment, 3 Steps for Enlightenment, and the chapter How to Be Free from the Body. So in that chapter, there is one line: the enlightened one is above exhaustion of the body, tiredness, disease, and disorder. So how can practically do this? Because when there is no energy, you can't do anything. I'm just sleeping throughout the day. So, I mean, I'm not suffering the pain. I know I'm not the body. I'm separate, but still that energy level, getting up, doing everything is becoming
Read
difficult.
read the line again.
The enlightened one is above exhaustion of the body,
Correct.
tiredness, disease, and
Who
disorder.
who is the one?
I
Not you,
define
the
is
enlightened,
above.
the enlightened one.
Yeah, enlightened one is yeah.
You are awakened.
Okay.
You are awakened, so you know I am not the body, I am not the mind. If you are enlightened, then the body goes, say, Prabhu, I am okay, I'm fine. See,
No, but
what
if
I'm trying
you
to tell,
don't have energy to move, how will you move then? How will you do
your
your
body has no
daily?
energy. You can find some ways to get energy to your body. Don't say, ask the doctor, I want some energy for my body. Then you can have it. But don't lose your consciousness. You don't have to give up the effort to keep. See, the body has so many hormones: adrenaline, serotonin, dopamine. So you have to see what the doctor tells. Just tell the doctor, I want to be energized. I want energy in my body. The doctor will give you some supplements.
Okay.
The body may have pain. That's a different matter. But if you are free from the body will have. My body has pain every now and then. It doesn't matter to me at all. How does it matter? The body,
So that's
any
why I
body will
wanted
have pain.
to.
Hamsit, ऐसा कौन सा बॉडी है जिसको पेन नहीं होगा बताइए मुझे.
हाँ नहीं पेन होगा वही एग्जॉशन के बाद कैसे गेट अप हो वो मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा था.
Exhaustion is multiplied by the mind. If the exhaustion is 10, the mind will make it multiplied by 10 into 100.
Right.
If you are in consciousness, you will not feel exhausted. Please keep on spreading cheerful messages, watch cheerful videos, send people cheerful messages, talk to people happily, say I am not the be powerful.
But
Somebody send me one lady or one lady. You must have seen that video of one lady who got burnt. देखा आपने वो video? वो जल गई वो lady, लेकिन वो डांस कर रही है. She is fully burnt. Huh? She's telling मेरे गुरुजी ने सिखाया मुझे. She's dancing. I'm not saying that's realistic, but I'm saying you can definitely be strong and stronger than your pain. So do it and come back and tell the group how you are able to do it tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Okay.
thank
And
you.
be
Sure.
positive, be optimistic, be positive. And you know what the way to do it? Let me tell you. Always remind yourself SIP is inside you and the cure is inside you. And whatever medicine you're taking, there is a power inside you that can cure you and can energize you. Keep reminding yourself of that.
Right.
The truth is
Thank
SIP
you.
is inside you. That's the truth. Okay. Bliko, Karma, Simi, Nikila, Soumya.
Shivam, love you all.
Yes, sir.
So this is a very nice topic, and you are writing a book. It's also a good idea, but it
Okay.
is actually a basic and burning problem of the world. Because if I take myself as an example, you know, what I learned from my parents is many good things, but not the actual spirituality, right?
Not the truth.
Not the truth that I am God is energy and energy is within you, and this sansar is a lila, and you have to play your role and things like that, which is very simple. Now at this age, it looks very simple, but to realize it is difficult because we just know now at the very mature age. If it is there in my mind at the children at the very beginning, let's say 10, 15 years old, if I have this thought, it would have been converted into many realization, which now I am struggling too, right?
And
And everybody.
you could have taught your children this. Now you're difficult to teach your
Correct. Yeah.
children today.
Now I'm regretting. Yeah. Now I'm regretting that I also didn't teach them the way it has to be teach. So this book is very, very good guide for those who want to, learn from that. But like many time, Will also says about this thing many time that our education system is also not up to that mark. We are educating people with all the useless thing, and taking exam and giving them pressure, and they people do suicide also. Why the students are doing suicide? Because they are not taught what is happiness, what is reality of life, what is the goal, what is the purpose. These are things is not given. Like in Sanatan Dharma, I have seen, I think I send you one book reference to Sanatan Dharma. There was one book they created already for education system, but it was not been implemented by at that time because it was a British was ruling at that time, and they thought that this book will make a revolution and it will not good for their future as a ruler. So they destroyed all the books. I think I have sent you one soft copy, if I'm not mistaken.
Just
Sanatan
forward it
Dharma.
again. Forward it
I'll
again.
I'll send you again. That
Yeah.
Sanatan Dharma has given all the Atma and all this thing in the education system, how to introduce in the education system.
Yeah. See, but what we are trying to say in spiritual parenting is the basic spiritual.
Correct. No, you're
They
right,
haven't.
but that how it will come when there is nothing in the parents. When the
Yeah. So
parents
the
are
parents
ignorant, how
yeah.
can we expect that to go down?
So we have been, all of us as parents, all of us have been not been taught the truth.
Correct.
So we cannot regret. There's no point in regretting that, oh, I could have taught my children. There's no point in regretting because there's no opportunity. But what we
Correct.
can do is we can be spiritual parents. We can spread the message of the spirituality to parents. And the way parents are taking care of their parents and how parents are taking care of their children, all this is important.
Yeah, very important.
Thank you, Bliko. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for your support on it. Karma, Simi, Nikhila, Soumya, Atmatray.
Shivoham AiR. I hope you're
Shivoham.
doing well.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Bolo
okay,
Karma.
I think either I'm frozen or
No, no, not, nobody's frozen. Continue. Can you hear me? Okay, her signal may be poor. Then go to Simi. Yes, Simi. Yes,
can you
Simi.
hear me now?
Yeah, but you just come back. So you want to check your connection or you're speaking?
I'll just quickly finish my
Yeah.
comment.
Yes.
I wanted
Yes.
to thank you for raising this topic and not
Mhm.
just talking about it. Special thanks for not putting the onus on the child for being a good child, because it's really important. Usually, we just, when the child grows up, when they are maybe an adolescent or an adult, a lot of parents, majority of parents will just dismiss them as a brat, as a bad child. कि हमारे कर्म ही खराब थे, हमारे बच्चे ऐसे हुए हैं. They
And
forget
they are
कि
responsible for it.
yes, they were responsible for it. And even if the child realizes कि okay, I have been brought up in such an environment and इसीलिए मेरा behavior या मेरा बात करने का तरीका और ये सब ऐसा है, the child will take the responsibility to only work on himself or herself. कि okay, बट द ट्रूथ इज कि वो कितनी ही कोशिश कर ले, वो जो एक अंश उसके अंदर रह ही जाएगा, जो हमेशा उसको याद दिलाता रहेगा कि वेयर दैट पर्सन कम्स फ्रॉम. वो of course the metamorphosis will finally someday happen if the child continues to work on themselves, but imagine कितना स्ट्रगल उसका ऐड हो गया इंटरनल. और क्योंकि वो वर्ल्ड में रह रहे हैं तो एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रगल्स तो होते ही हैं, यू कांट कंट्रोल दैट. with the external struggles, the child is going through the internal struggles also, versus a child who's been brought up in a not so chaotic or a toxic family or a little bit of spiritual family. तो ये
Yeah, yeah.
बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. And I'm so thankful that you did not put the onus on a child. Usually everybody just blames the child. So thank you.
I thank you. I don't think that's right, but it's good. Thank you for your inputs. Simi, Nikhila, Soumya, Atmatray, Rumataji.
Shivam sir,
Shivoham.
first of all, to thank you for everything. Sir, I think I have had the baby at the very great time. After coming to this call, and even my husband is on the same path. We both are on the same page right now. So I think we can give the best to our child in terms of spirituality and all. But the point here is, his grandparents, like my parents in-laws, are religious, very religious, and we are spiritual. So there are always clashes बिटवीन अस. दे वांट्स कि हम भी उनके साथ मंदिर जाए, दे वांट्स कि हम भी उनके साथ मंदिर जाके और उसके साथ में चार लोगों से बातें करें, चार लोगों के साथ बैठे. दे वांट्स सो मेनी थिंग्स. दे डज हैव एक्सपेक्टेशन फ्रॉम अस कि नहीं, तुम लोग. इवन माय मदर इन लॉ इन
Bring
पास्ट, आई
bring
थिंक.
them bring them on the call.
नो सर, दे कैन नॉट.
No, no,
बिकॉज
ask them to
नो
come on the
सर,
call and baat karo.
आई हैव ट्राइड इन फैक्ट वन टाइम. शी सेड कि ये तुम अपना ज्ञान तुम्हारे पास ही रखो.
नहीं बोलो,
तो
अगर आप हमारे कॉल में आप हमें कन्विंस कराएंगे, आप जो सही बोल रहे हैं तो हम फॉलो करेंगे. आप हमारे कॉल में बताओ, आके आप बोलो जो आपको बोलना है.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो लैंग्वेज का प्रॉब्लम है. माई मदर इन लॉ तो हिंदी समझते, तो उनको तो इंग्लिश नहीं समझ आती है.
हाँ, हिंदी
बट
में बात करने
सेकंड,
दो, हिंदी में बोलने दो. No, I'm
सर,
only giving you a possibility.
you are giving possibility, but I have, even my husband also tried. So she always say कि नहीं नहीं, तुम ये लेक्चर मुझे तो मत ही दो.
ठीक है ना.
तो
If both of you are united, then what's the problem? Then there is no problem.
there are problems, sir. Like yesterday only she said कि तुम लोग तो पापी हो, मंदिर नहीं जाते हो. अब उनको क्या बोले हम कि पापी
बोलो
है.
बोलो
अब उनको
ठीक
बोले
है.
हम घर पे
नहीं
बैठ
बोलो.
के आपसे
नहीं
ज्यादा जानते हैं क्या.
नहीं. तो you write and give them. इंसान का पाप क्या है, पापों का बाप क्या है. You write in Hindi and give to her. इंसान. So see, it is
They've
not. It
tried,
is not.
sir.
Are you going to change your? Are you going to change your
No.
awakening because of her? You can't change. No. आप जाग
No.
चुकी है ना.
And even we are not trying to change her also. We
तो
have
No,
accepted.
but keep telling her. हम मंदिर इसलिए नहीं जाते because हमारा मंदिर तो हमारे अंदर में है. Don't keep quiet. Keep on telling her why you are doing what you are doing. But one day she will understand. Today, 1 year later, 2 years later. Don't fight, but tell her माजी हम मंदिर नहीं जाते हैं बिकॉज हमारे अंदर है प्रभु का मंदिर. एज इफ शी हैज नॉट हर्ड दिस, शी हैज हर्ड इट फ्रॉम 100 स्वामीज. तो यू कीप टेलिंग.
तो शी, अभी परसों की बात बताती हूँ, शी मतलब उमंग वाज टेलिंग समथिंग टू हर, तो शी सेड, उमंग ने बोला आपने अपनी मम्मी को, ऑब्वियसली नानी जी, द ग्रैंड पेरेंट, सो कि उनकी डेथ हो गई, यू कितनी बार आप उनको याद करते हो मम्मी, एवरीबडी हैज टू गो, ही ट्राइड। ओ ये सब ज्ञान मुझे पता है उमंग, डोंट ट्राई, डोंट ट्राई कि तुम ये मुझे पता नहीं है, बस शी नोज एवरीथिंग बट शी डज नॉट वांट टू इन, यू नो,
So see,
that is a
it's
core
not
ignorance.
it's not a unique problem. What problem you are having? Many people in the call are having the same problem. Relax, relax. Let it pass. The drama is unfolding. You be patient. It will be, you stick to your guns. Don't change. You be very clear on the truth. Stick to the truth.
So my point was that our baby will see both of the things,
No,
religion.
no, no. You treat the baby with love, and the baby will follow you. And you are making a plan to give the baby a separate environment
Yeah,
in the near future.
yeah.
Don't worry. Don't. SIP will take care. Surrender to SIP. SIP
Okay.
will take care of it.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank you
worry
so
about it. Thank you. Nikhila.
much.
Nikhila Saumya Atmatre Rumataji. I think we have questions up to Rumataji. 4 more questions today. Yes, Nikhila.
Namaste, sir.
Namaskar.
I've come back after 2 or 3 weeks break. Had a hectic schedule with my daughter's wedding and all that, but I was listening and yeah,
All okay?
I
All
did
is
caught
good?
up. All okay, all very good.
Very good.
There are lots of things that unfolded. I want to discuss probably in the next few days and all that, but overall it went really well.
That's good.
Yeah. So, coming to spiritual parenting, sir, I was brought up in a typical Hindu household, not very orthodox or spiritual, but I learned to pray, recite some slokas, participate in festivals, and even attended Bal Vihar, Chinmaya Bal Vihar, and at the age of 16, 18, something like that, I even listened to Chinmaya Mission lectures, and they were all nice to listen to, but I didn't, I didn't digest them, I guess. I didn't know how to apply and things like that. Later on, life happens, kids, work, and so many things, and I lost touch with all that spirituality, or I didn't probably have a spirituality. I had a religious mind and all that. But then I sent my kids to Bal Vihar and similar way brought them in a similar manner. And then after they went away, to college and work, now I got back to my hobbies. Um, I guess because I had the seed of uh, growing up in that kind of an environment. So somehow I got back into I got the interest, to learn more about Sanatan Dharma or spirituality, and YouTube of course helped a lot to improve my knowledge and all that. So similarly, now the kids are away and they are again busy making money, or like working and want to you know uh, be one among the friends, one among the peer pressure, and going through similar things what we did. They want to become successful, but they don't have the spiritual mindset yet, even though we have sown the seed. So, what I'm trying to say is the seed should be sown, but it may come back. For some people, it may come back at the age of 20, or some people, it may come back at the age of 50, like me. So, I'm just want to say that this you have to make your effort and just leave the rest to for them to sprout whenever they're ready.
Good. I listened to lots of details you're saying, but I'd like to hear more about what happened. You had so many challenges during the wedding. I'm happy everything has gone well. See, whatever you did as a kid, going to Chinmaya Bal, all those things, today you are fortunate. Today you are on the path. Today, even though the wedding was there, you have not lost focus. you're grounded, you're peaceful. That's the greatest glory for you. That's the greatest gratitude you should have. So let's please,
Absolutely.
today's time is over, but come back over the next few days, one by one question. Please ask us so you can be good learning for everybody.
Surely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nikila. Thank you, Soumya, Atmatra, and Rumataji. And I think we have also Nitika. I saw Nitika, newcomer. If she is there, we can ask her to speak. If Nitika puts her hand up, you can ask Nitika to speak. Yes, please. Uh,
Shivam,
Shivoham, Soumya.
Shivam Guruji. So Guruji, this topic is really interesting because spirituality, if parents are not like having knowledge about it, uh, they can't give you clarity when you are, to their children's. Because for me, it was always a fear when it comes to God. It was always associated with fear. If you don't do this, God will punish you. This, that,
Yeah, which is
something
wrong.
like that.
Which is completely wrong. Completely wrong.
Yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
yeah. If we don't go to temple, then you will get punished. You might fall down, things like
Yeah.
that. So it is very small, when we are grown up, we think, okay, it was nonsense. But when you were a child, you are grown up with that fear, some in some place you are practically thinking, okay, this should not happen, but emotionally you are thinking, oh, what if God is punishing me, something like that. So maybe it is very important as a parents to be spiritually intelligent, but also then when I'm grown up now, I think like, okay, their brought up was not like that. They also didn't had the opportunity to all these things. They were not having the exposure to this spirituality. So maybe it is all the circle. I just don't understand
Yeah,
sometimes.
but you do your best. See, Ramya, forget about all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
As a human being, you have been victim of learning so many lies. You be
Mm,
from today onwards or from now onwards, you commit yourself to teaching people the truth, whomever they are. Your
mm.
seniors, your juniors, you do your part. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that
Good.
is why, yeah, now, to now, when we want to have kids, I'm now scared. Will
No
I
need.
be able to do it
No,
properly?
don't have a kid until you are ready to give commitment to the
Yeah,
spirituality of the kid.
yeah, that is what we have committed, like
Yeah.
me and my
Oth-
husband, like,
Yeah.
until.
Otherwise, what's the use? Again, you will bring somebody in the world and they will suffer in the world. But if
Yes,
you bring
yes.
a divine being, if you bring a divine child into the world, very beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Guruji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Atmatray Rumataji.
Shivam, to all the
Shivam.
members. Hmm. Sir, I heard about parenting, but the spiritual parenting is a very good topic. I think it will definitely change in this society.
Okay. So we will try to process into a book. Thank you, Atmatray. We will try to make it into a book.
Sure, sir.
Rumataji. And if Nitika, did you want to say something? Nitika, put your hand up if you want to say something. Okay. So Rumataji and Nitika. Yes.
Pranam Guruji, Shivam.
बोलिए माताजी.
Guruji, that is the very good idea for writing the book because it will help many parents to bring up their children spiritually. And I feel, Guruji, instead of preaching, one should set an example with our own behavior.
Yes,
How
obviously.
our grandparents were there, how we were behaving with them, how we were serving them. Naturally, the kids will learn from our behavior only. No need of telling when we are doing the things nicely. They will also learn to do the things
आत्मानंद ने
nicely.
बोला ना. आत्मानंद ने बहुत अच्छा कोटेशन आत्मानंद ने बोला. Children will not follow what you say. क्या बोला आत्मानंद? What did you say, आत्मानंद? Children will follow what you do. Unmute
Yes,
आत्मानंद for
Guruji.
the. So they will not listen to what you say. Yes,
Yes,
आत्मानंद, what are the exact words?
Yeah, yeah. They won't listen to what we tell, but they will follow what we do.
Very good. Children will,
yes,
please capture this for the book. Children will not listen to what we tell. They will follow what we do. Is it
yes,
your own
Guruji.
words or you have taken from somewhere? Atmanand, is it somebody's quote? Atmanand. Okay, unmute Atmanand and unmute Nitika both. Yes, Atmanand. administrators there?
I would have read it somewhere because
Okay,
I
okay,
read a lot, so I don't know
okay,
which is mine and what is I read.
okay,
But I
okay. No,
think
no, no.
this I read it somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes, Rumata ji, और कुछ? Otherwise, Nitika.
Yes,
Yes, Rumata ji.
Guruji, only this.
Thank you, Rumata ji. We'll end in. I will give Nitika a comment and we'll end.
Thank
Yes,
you,
Nitika.
thank you.
Thank you. Unmute, Nitika. Yes, please unmute. Yes,
Yes,
Nitika.
sorry. So first of all, I have joined late, so I don't know what is the topic. But after listening the members, so मुझे समझ में आया कि पेरेंटिंग के बारे में कुछ बात की जा रही है. तो आप जस्ट मुझे elaborate कर देंगे क्या exactly है
Okay.
topic?
You can look see on YouTube. It's spiritual parenting, so you can just read here on YouTube. YouTube में है.
वो
Go back and you can.
सर वो समझा, लेकिन आज सबको अपना क्वेश्चन बताना है या क्या चीज
नहीं,
बताना?
नहीं. We were just. I'm writing a book on spiritual parenting. So I
Okay.
spoke. If you're free, you just on YouTube. You go through the whole thing and then go and give your comment. Tomorrow, day after, you can give your comment to us.
तो मैं एक चीज बताना चाहूंगी. ये टॉपिक कुछ पेरेंटिंग स्पिरिचुअल की जो बात है वो मैं अपने एक इंसिडेंट से बताना चाहती हूँ. मेरे लाइफ में क्या चीजें हुई है उसमें काफी ज्यादा रोल हुआ है मेरे पेरेंट्स का. एक्चुअली जो मेरा फर्स्ट मैरिज था, जो भी था, ये इसलिए हुआ है फर्स्ट मैरिज क्योंकि मेरे लव मैरिज था, मेरा डिसीजन था. इट वाज एज ऑफ 21. बट मैं आई वाज नॉट रेडी कि मुझे करना है. बट ड्यू टू द क्योंकि मेरे पेरेंट्स ने कुछ ऐसे सर्कमस्टेंस क्रिएट किए कि मुझे गुस्से में, बहुत ही गुस्से में मैंने वो डिसीजन ले लिया. एंड देन मैंने अपने लाइफ को बोलते हैं ना कि मैंने समर्पित कर दिया वो उस पर्सन के लिए, ऑल्दो मैं रेडी नहीं थी. जस्ट बिकॉज मॉम डैड ने कुछ ऐसी चीजें मेरे साथ की. ये सपोज एग्जाम्पल मैं दूं कि दे वर अगेंस्ट विद माई मैरिज, बट मॉम डैड ने कुछ ऐसे किया कि
Nitika, I don't want to cut it. See, the time is over today. I want to hear
ओके
you
ओके
properly. So
सॉरी.
tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we have to close. So tomorrow you can
ओके
speak.
ओके, नो
My dear
प्रॉब्लम.
friends, thank you, Ritika. Thank you, my dear friends. Today we had an interesting discussion on the spiritual parenting. Enough of that. Let's not talk more on it. But before I close, all I want to say is every day SIP is teaching us something. Every day SIP is teaching us something new, something divine, something important. Yesterday, I remember how we ended. Live as SIP, love as SIP. Yesterday, we ended with how to live it. We said we should live as SIP and love as SIP. So, of course, every day we have a new topic. Saturdays, we have a new kind of a fresh topic. Tomorrow, we will have a topic which newcomers and the awakened people can discuss. And Sunday is open house. Let us use this 1 hour with SIP every day effectively and make the best of it. With folded hands, I bow down to you.